Hello viewers, welcome to part 1 of Introduction to Tally. So in the last session, we completed the business fundamentals and also the accounting fundamentals. And I hope these sessions were pretty helpful to all of you. And this actually, lays a foundation for you to understand the accounting better so that it becomes easy for all of you to work on Tally by understanding these fundamentals. So, initially, I'm just going to start with like how do you download? Especially this is going to be helpful for freshers or people who are new to Tally, and some student or freshers who want to start practicing on Tally. How they can practice on Tally? You really don't have to have a licensed version of Tally. You can download the exe. Tally.EXE you can download from the website, and then you can install it and you can work on education version of Tally. Now the very nice thing that Tally is done is that you have this education version of Tally where you have access to the complete features of Tally. You can start capturing data. You can see almost every report in Tally in education version. Now, what is the restriction? The restriction is that in the education version of Tally, you can actually pass entries on first, second, and 31st of the month. So which means literally for 12 months you can pass voucher entry on first and second of all 12 months. And those months where you have 31 days, like for example in the month of May, in the month of July, in the month of August, in the month of October, December, and March, you can enter data on 31st of the month also. And again, Tally does not have any restriction as far as the number of entries that you can capture. You can capture any number of entries. So this way, actually, Tally allows the users to download a free version of Tally, experience Tally, and then decide if they want to buy Tally. So this way, people who want to practice Tally, and especially the all those features I'm going to explain in the upcoming sessions, you can comfortably work with Tally education. So people who are basically want to start do a hands-on, you can download. So in this session basically I will cover about how do you go and access Tally exe, and how do you download and install. It's a very simple step it is. So I'm going to show you this, and then we will get into the introduction of Tally, which is basically we will try and understand the navigation of Tally. We will try and understand the UI of Tally. So first, let me quickly show all of you how do you now, you're going to download the Tally exe. Okay. Now the way I am designed this upcoming sessions, if you see initially, if you see in my introduction, I was talking about, giving sessions on Tally ERP9, and also sessions on Tally Prime. Now, if you see the Tally Prime does not have any major, at least the first release of Tally Prime does not have any major functionality changes. So if you see, it is mostly the navigation, the UI, and the color scheme is changed. So what I thought was that many of the users still will be using Tally ERP9, and as a fresher where you want to learn Tally and then get into a job, uh, you don't know whether the organization where you're going to join, whether they will have Tally ERP9 or Tally Prime. Now one simple drawback currently that the businesses might face is that Tally Prime is available only for 64-bit operating system. So which means the old computers, people who are having old computers cannot use Tally Prime. people might feel that, this is not fair from Tally's point of view, but this is my personal opinion. What I feel, see, in this last 9 months, we have experienced an unprecedented crisis which has never occurred to the humankind in the last 100 years, the COVID crisis. And in the last 9 months, we have learned that, experienced, learned that, technology is going to play a very important role. And especially if you want to adopt technology, then all those latest technology that are available will be available on your latest systems. So which means basically, if you see, most of the softwares and apps will support your 64-bit. And as the technology is going to grow multifold, and a lot of innovations and a lot of technological marvel is going to happen in the coming days, definitely it becomes really really difficult for you to adopt this latest technology with an redundant operating system or a redundant machine. And many of the businesses have upgraded themselves. So what I personally feel is, this is one opportunity for businesses to not only upgrade the system and move to 64-bit operating system, so that it is compatible for Tally Prime, not just for Tally purpose, but also this will help you to be updated with your latest technology and adopt this technology for betterment of your business, right? So what I planned now is basically this entire my Tally tips and my Tally feature session. I will be covering both Tally ERP 9 and also Tally Prime. So like I said, it is only the navigation and discoverability slight changes are there. So that way it helps you to, also people who are migrating from Tally ERP 9 to Tally Prime, it is going to really help you to quickly adopt to the new UI of Tally Prime, right? So now let me just quickly share the screen, and I'll show you how do you go to the Tally website and then access your exe for download purpose. Okay, so now basically you will see if you notice on my desktop, you will find two shortcut of Tally. Okay, I'm just hovering the mouse. Now this shortcut that you're seeing is Tally ERP 9 shortcut, and this shortcut that you're seeing to the right of ERP 9 is Tally Prime shortcut. So the icon also is changed from ERP to Tally Prime. So first, let us see how do we go and download the education version of Tally. So all you need to do is just you need to go to Tally website. You can type www.tallysolutions.com and you will get the home page. Okay, so let me just quickly uh, just show to all of you. So you can just type www.tallysolutions.com, right? Now, this is your home page. Now, in the home page, if you see on the right, you will see this download. Click here, and you get this download page. And in the top, you will find this Tally Prime download. So all you need to do is just click on download, right? And then it is going to download the exe. You will see here, right? So I have already downloaded the exe, so that we can save time. I'll just show you. So if you see here, uh, I've created this folder Tally Prime, and once you download, you will have this setup.exe. Okay. Now, then how do you download, like people who want to work on Tally ERP 9? So how do you download? So now on the face here, you will not see the Tally ERP9 exe for download. So all you need to do is just come down a bit, right? Come down here and just see here, there is this option. Do you want to download previous versions, right? So now you click here, and now you have Tally ERP9, which you can download, and these are the previous couple of versions that are available to you. It is better that you download the latest release in Tally ERP9, which is release 6.6.3, right? So you just select this and then you click install. It is going to install. So once you can download, or you can download the exe file, and once you have downloaded the exe file, you will get the Tally ERP9 setup file like this. Okay. Now, if you want to install Tally ERP9, just double click. The moment you double click, you're going to get this installation screen. Right. Installing is very simple. So by default, Tally selects the folder. Now, if the user wants to install Tally in a different folder or in a different drive, all you need to do is just change the drive. D colon, you can call it as Tally ERP, whatever is the name. And very simple, just click install. It will automatically install. It should not take more than 3 to 4 minutes for you to install Tally. So I've already installed Tally. I'm not going to install here. So this is how you install Tally ERP9. Now, the moment you install Tally ERP9, right? Uh, you will now get this Tally icon, right? So this is the ERP icon that you will get, and we will double click and start this thing. So before that, I'll also show you how do you install Tally Prime. So once you download Tally Prime from the website, you will uh, you will get this setup file, right? So you will see this setup file, and all you need to do is just double click this setup file. And once you double click this setup file, you will get this installation screen like this. Now, in on my system, I have multiple versions of Tally installed, and I've already installed the Tally Prime. So that is why, basically it is recognized the folders where Tally is installed, whether ERP or Tally Prime. So in your case, it is not going to show you for the first time. If you are installing, it is not going to show you any of these folders. So you will have this option, install new. Click here, and I mean, like, this is the application folder that by default Tally is selected, right? So if you feel that you don't want to install here, you want to install in a different folder, like how we saw in the case of Tally ERP9. Okay, you can just go to configure, right? And then application path, you just enter, and you can browse and you can type your application path, everything. And then once you have done this, okay, once you have done this, you can click on install. And the moment you install, you will get this Tally Prime uh, shortcut icon, right? So for you to click start or execute Tally, so all you do is you just double click the icon on the desktop, and Tally ERP9 is going to open, right? So this is basically is going to be your home screen in Tally ERP9. So let us see if we are executing Tally Prime, how does the home screen looks like. Okay, so I'm just going to minimize this. Once you have installed the Tally Prime, then you will have this icon on your desktop. Now, to execute Tally Prime, all you need to do is just double click, and now Tally Prime is going to execute. So very nice animated logo is there. Yes. And now this is the home screen. This is the screen, the change that you're going to see here in Tally Prime. So in Tally EXE, if you see, It opens with the gateway of Tally, which is your home screen where you have this company information, right? So we will get into all this detail, each and every menu detail, we will get into it. So before we go into the screen components of Tally ERP 9 and also the screen components of Tally Prime, I would just want to give a quick introduction to the the company structure and basically the file structure of the company. So when you create a company, Tally creates a folder. Okay, and the folder name that Tally gives will be like this. Let me just quickly show you. So let us say that you are creating a Tally company. Say you are creating a Tally company in, let's say, D drive, say data. Okay. So now when you are creating the first company in Tally, Tally is going to create a folder for your first company, and the folder name will start with 10,000, right? And when you create your second company, it is going to, give the next number, that is 10001. So this way, any number of companies can be created. Now, for people who are not exposed to Tally, you might have this doubt. Okay, how many companies can I create uh, using Tally? Okay, that is one broad question. Now, before that, if you see, Tally has got only one product, which is an integrated product, which will take care of your accounts, inventory, and also statutory and compliance and payroll. Okay, so now there are three licensing version of Tally. Okay, so one is the single user version, which is called as Tally Silver, where you can install Tally on one system, and at any given point in time, one person can access the data, or one person can use the license and access the data. Okay? So that's about the single user. Then you have unlimited multi-user version. The unlimited multi-user version is basically uh, the unlimited user is in a single network. Okay, you can install Tally in one computer, and in the same network, any number of computers, you can install Tally, and the license can be shared from your main computer. We generally use the term server. From the main computer, okay, wherever Tally is installed, you can just give the IP address or the computer name for the other machine to access the Tally license. Okay, so any number of computers in the same network can access. So in this case, multiple people can access the same company. For example, in an organization, let us say there is the sales department, purchase department, accounts department, okay, and stores. Right. So there is one multi-user installed, and each one department there are, say, two users, so five department there are 10 users, right? All these 10 people can access the same company data, and one person can make the sale entry, another person can make a purchase entry, accounts person can make accounting transaction, stores person can manage inventory transactions in the same company. So that is the advantage of multi-user version of Tally, which is called as Tally Gold. Okay. Now, like Tally Silver and Tally Gold, basically these two type of license are called as perpetual license. So what do you mean by perpetual license? Now, you buy this license. Uh, okay, single user Tally license as of today, it is going to cost 18,000 plus 18% GST, and multi-user Tally gold license is going to cost 54,000 plus 18% GST as on today. So once you either buy silver tally or single user tally or multi user tally, so that license is a perpetual license. It means that you can continue using that license for n number of years, right? I mean, that license belongs to you, and then you can keep using this license. Okay. Now, every year there is this tally subscription. So it's like renewal, and it is not compulsory that you have to renew every year the subscription. Okay, it depends on the user, and it depends on the new features that are available, whether it is going to be useful to you, whether you are going to use those features or no. So let us assume that the all the other new features that is going to come will be available free of cost to Tally users, provided you subscribe for the yearly subscription. So as long as your yearly subscription is active, then all updates that are available to the users can be freely downloaded and installed. Okay. So similarly, if you see Tally Prime, all Tally.ERP users who had a valid subscription uh, are allowed to download and install Tally Prime free of cost. So there is no additional charges for upgrading from Tally ERP 9 to Tally Prime. Only criteria is you should have a valid subscription, which is called as TSS, Tally uh, subscription. Okay. So that's how it is. So now, in case you feel, let us assume that you feel that these latest updates is not relevant for you. You are happy with the existing feature, and that suffices your business requirement. Then you don't have to renew the subscription. Even if you don't renew the subscription, your license is going to remain with you. Only drawback is that you will not be in a position to update the new upgrades that are available, because your subscription would have got expired. Now, again, you don't have to, there is no retrospective renewal of subscription. At any point in time, you decide to renew the subscription. Let's say after 3 years, you decide now there's some feature which has come, it is going to be useful for your business, or your business has grown, so that now you need these new features that are available, which you did not avail for the last 2 3 years. And now if you feel it is necessary for you to upgrade, all you need to do is that renew the subscription, and there is no retrospective cost. You only just renew it, and then you get 1 year subscription. And the moment your subscription becomes live, you can download the latest release, and every latest release of Tally will always have the previous updates incorporated into that. So you really don't have to go keep upgrading multiple versions of Tally for you to reach the latest one. All you need to do is just see what is the latest exe that is available, or the latest update that is available. Download them. You will get everything from the exe that you have, and all those changes or updates that has happened in the last 2 or 3 years, you will get it in the latest exe that is available, which you are going to download and update. Okay, both in case of silver and also in case of gold. Now, for many of us, this 18,000 single user or 54,000 multi user is going to be a little expensive. I mean, like, one time investment becomes a little too much for, especially for small organizations. Now, to mitigate this, difficulty, Tally also long back have come out with the rental license. So, which means basically, you can have Tally rental license of single user, which is silver, and also the multi user, which is gold. So there is this subscription fee. I'm not getting into those commercial aspect of it. So in that case, what happens? You just keep, I mean, like subscribing for rental on a monthly basis. You can take monthly rental, quarterly rental, or yearly rental. In this case, there is no additional subscription, right? Every time you renew your rental, you have your subscription, and as long as you are subscribing for rental, you can keep downloading the latest version in case of single user and multi user. So What I want to basically convey through this is that irrespective of whether you are using single user or multi-user, right? So you have no restrictions on the number of companies that you can create using either single user or multi-user, whether it is a perpetual license or whether it is a rental license. Okay, now the next question. Okay, how many companies can I create? Like I gave you this example, you have seen here, this example, it starts with 10,000, right? So it goes on till, so basically you will see Tally company, always the name of the Tally company is going to be in numeric. So the moment you see any folder with a numeric name for the folder, uh, it is assumed, and you can be sure that this is a Tally data folder. Okay, so it keeps on going, so it means literally it will create 99,999 companies. Okay, and you can also rename this. For example, if you rename this, literally you can create 99,999 companies in one single folder. So you can just rename this. It has to be, make sure that it has to be the numeric thing. So instead of 10,000, I can make it as 1 2 3 4 1. So I can make this as 1, and then when I come, I can create up to 99,999 companies. Now if this is not enough for all of you, right? So you can create another folder or a subfolder under that. For example, I can create another subfolder called new, and in the subfolder new, I can create 99,999 companies. So this way, irrespective of what license you are using, you can create any number of companies. So this is about the company structure. Okay. So, in the next session, we will cover the different components, screen components of Tally ERP9. As well, we will cover the different components of Tally Prime. And also quickly, I will say, I mean, like, what are the changes that is there, so that, people who are migrating from ERP to Tally Prime will be very easy and helpful for you to quickly, I mean, like, get used to the new menu system here in Tally Prime, right? So I hope this session, this is just an introduction session. Basically, this session gives you an idea of how can you now have a Tally EXE for you to practice, or for you to work on or evaluate the software. So we have seen how do we go and download and install Tally. It is very easy, very simple, right? So we will in the next session, we will basically cover the we will discuss about the screen components of Tally ERP9 and Tally Prime. Thank you all once again for staying till the end. uh, I hope this session would have given you some idea of how you can quickly, access Tally exe, and then install it and then start using it. So we will see in the next session how do we start using Tally. So thank you very much. See you till the next session.